Hey, what is going on, y'all? It is your boy Xeno Martinez here with another video, and I have to admit, y'all, I am loving the Spin of Rebellion Scientific Ninja tool. It is by far the most powerful healer weapon within Shinobi Striker at this time. And I also want to let you guys know that if you're looking for the base light combos for this weapon, please check out my Japanese umbrella tutorial that I did last year. That'll go over the base light combos for this weapon. I will primarily be focusing on the heavy variations and how this weapon is different from the other two weapons that are out there, which include the Sakura Staff, aka Japanese Umbrella, as well as the Scattered Rain Scientific Ninja tool, which is also in the shop at this time. So with that being said, let's get into the video. First up on our basic combos is the heavy attack. Now, this weapon has two different versions of the heavy attack animation. One includes just the one heavy, and the other one includes the two heavies, which you can see here. Now, as you notice, the secondary heavy, when you pop heavy the second time, it allows you to do spin around and then ultimately sending your opponents flying away. Now, this jump animation is similar to that of Scattered Rain, but the difference is the spin after the second heavy attack. And this clip is also similar to that of Scattered Rain with the light into heavy combo, but the difference is that the secondary heavy while in the air ultimately adds more hits to your opponents and sends them flying as well. For our intermediate combos, you can see here that this is a clip of me using the umbrella to ultimately travel across the pit by pressing jump into heavy heavy, L2 dash forward into heavy heavy, and then also jump into heavy heavy. Now this is me traveling this distance without actually using any ninjutsu, which is kind of crazy and is gonna make healer something to watch out for when it comes to flag battle. Just saying. Now, one of the cool things about the heavy animation is that actually when you do it, you're able to land other ninjutsus such as Tsukuyomi. Now, I will admit that this particular combination, the hit for Tsukuyomi is a little inconsistent, so you want to make sure you watch out for that. Now, this one is similar in reference to the base combos for the light attacks with the staff weapon, but the difference is adding the L2 dash forward into the two heavy attacks with this weapon. One of the things that I found with the heavy attack is that after landing it initially, you can press L2 dash forward to basically go into additional combos. And here you can see me going into the base light combo. And for this one, you can also see how if you press light into heavy, wait till you hit the floor, and then basically do the heavy heavy combination. Now you can include the L2 dash forward, but you can also, as you see here, not necessarily have to do that. It really kind of depends on the situation itself. Now for this one, we're going into base light combos, which is 3 lights into L2 dash forward, into light, into heavy, into heavy. So you're combining some of the basic combos together to create some more intermediary combinations. And here you're able to do heavy into L2 dash forward, and you can either do a ninjutsu like Tsukuyomi or even throw a ninja tool like the smoke flash or smoke grenade, whatever it's called, I don't remember, but basically the flash grenade, which is extremely broken and I love using it every now and then. Here we're also using the heavy attack into L2 dash forward, into ninja tool, into heavy attack, into L2 dash forward, into Tsukuyomi, and then ultimately into our Shadow Pull ultimate, which one-shots my opponent, aka Bori, aka thank y'all, the House of Yakushi, as well as my friends Bori, Barbie, and so many others for helping me out with this combo video. I really appreciate it. It came through clutch. And this combination was just something I was experimenting with, and then I was like, oh, it actually worked. So it's kind of OP. So yeah. Now with this one, you're going into the base light attacks with 3 lights, into L2 dash forward, into shadow possession, or a different ninjutsu into the heavy attacks. Now you can see here that this particular combo is lethal, because literally it one-shots within, we discovered, 9 to 10 seconds. I ended up taking Body out. So yeah, it's OP. It's a really, really, really powerful weapon, and something I definitely think that people should get if they have an opportunity. Here's another combination of 3 light attacks into L2 dash forward, into heavy, into L dash forward, into Shadow Possession, into the heavy attack. So it's another version of what I did before. So yeah, it's if you don't got this weapon, I'm definitely saying that y'all should get this. And I appreciate Barbie, Scouts, Maxi, and Tala for letting me punch on them, and also getting punched on for this video. So now we are getting into the advanced combos. Now here is basically an infinite that you can do with this weapon. So you see here that you're pressing heavy into L2 dash forward, into heavy, into L2 dash forward, into heavy, into L2 dash forward, and ultimately continuing this combination until the opponent either hard knocks out of it or ultimately dies. Now I will admit that this is obviously without Barbie attempting to do a sub, so I want to be mindful of the fact that there's a possibility that when you're doing this, that your opponents will sub out of the combination. But this is just showing you that if you seal the opponent or even bait their subs, that ultimately you're able to create a lot of damage and do a lot of hits. So yeah. And here is another advanced combination of a light into heavy, into L2 dash forward, into heavy, into L2 dash forward, into heavy, into L2 dash forward, into heavy, and then ultimately into the ninjutsu. So this is another way in which you can combine the infinite in a way that allows you to be able to do it. Now I will say that there are 2 different forms of infinites that are available for this weapon, but L2 is the only infinite that allows you to use a ninjutsu or a ninjutsu in between. So you want to make sure that you dash right before the animation ends to ultimately do the infinite. Now this one is the other variation of the infinite, which is heavy into R2 heavy, or combo cancel heavy into combo cancel heavy into combo cancel heavy. Now you have to do it right when the animation of you retracting your weapon, that's when you pop the combo cancel. So you see right there, it's wait for the animation to end, I'm about to retract my weapon, combo cancel, combo cancel, combo cancel, until the opponent ultimately dies. And the tracking on the combo cancel version of the infinite is a lot better. Now, with that being said, I will say that I love this weapon. If you don't have it, I definitely recommend it. I would also say that this is the weapon for combat healers within survival mode, or even aggressive type healers who play in 4v4 game modes. And as you guys know from my videos, I am known for being a very aggressive healer. So this weapon is really beneficial when you have a more aggressive playstyle and you're trying to stall individuals, especially with the infinite. Now, I will say that in comparison to Scattered Rain, the Scattered Rain heavy attack will take you out of your heavy attack if the 2 of you go head to head. Now, unfortunately, I thought I had some clips of me going against Body, but unfortunately, I don't know where those clips were, so I don't actually have any clips of showing how the Scattered Rain took me out of my heavy attack when we went head to head. So just be mindful that when you are going up against other healers who have Scattered Rain, that their heavy is superior to your heavy, so you want to be mindful of that. Now, I won't say that this negates the power of this weapon, because it definitely does not. This is by far the most powerful healer weapon within Shinobi Striker at this time. So if you are a healer main, or wanting to become a healer main, or are a combat healer main, this is definitely the weapon for you, and something that you should have within your kit, especially when you see that there's one-shot potentials like this combination right here, which is Crimson Jizzle into Saddle Stitch into basically just a heavy attack, as well as this one, which you guys saw earlier, which is the light combo into Shadow Possession, into the heavy, into Goodbye. So Shikamaru, which is a non-DLC base healer within Shinobi Striker, and this weapon are deadly. So if you're also someone who doesn't have any DLCs and isn't sure which to buy, this is definitely the combination for you. And with that being said, please let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. And with that being said, thank you so much, y'all. And as y'all already know, it's hard out here, but your boy wouldn't know. Period.